Welcome back, Truth Seeker. We'll call this video the 118 coincidence in regards to Neil Peart's cancer death, dead January 7th, 2020 at age 67. Done 2 videos on his passing already and forgot a very important connection, so it's worth a third video. Again, Neil Peart was born September 12th, 1952. He celebrated his 67th birthday September 12th, 2019, and he passed January 7th, 2020, which was his 118th day of his age. And of course, in the study of gematria, 118 is a number of death and a number that connects to the word cancer. His cause of death is reportedly brain cancer. Notice in Jewish gematria, death is 118. And using the reverse alphabetic order, cancer is 118. If you're new here, when I first began this research, I did a lot of documentation. And for a very long time, I documented people dying in connection to this number 118. One of the very first deaths that really caught my eye was Robin Williams, who died August 11th, 11/8. There were many others, but there was a time when I didn't know Jewish gematria, and I didn't know reverse ordinal gematria. I only knew the alphabetic order and the alphabetic order of the rules of numerology, but I kept documenting 118 in death. Then when I found out about Jewish gematria, I noticed death equaled 118. Later, when I learned reverse gematria, I noticed cancer was 118, and since then, I've documented numerous deaths, cancer-related in the world of celebrity, that bring these numbers together. So here's the latest. Neil Peart dead on his 118th day of his age from cancer. Another number that shows up around death often is 38. With the alphabetic order, death 38. With Jewish gematria, it's 118. Drummer has that gematria of 38. Talked about numerous celebrity deaths in Santa Monica, which equals 38, and which is on the 118th meridian. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Santa Monica's 187 like the homicide code, and Santa Monica is also on the 34th parallel. Murder's 34 with the alphabetic order and rules numerology. It's 38 with the reverse alphabetic order and rules numerology. So Santa Monica, where a lot of suspicious celebrity deaths happen, has these numbers associated with it that we see regularly in celebrity passing. You know, on the same news of the death of Neil Peart, you have the death of Henry Haynes, who died 34 days after his own birthday. So again, the numbers are very repetitive in suspicious celebrity deaths. Now, Neil Peart was the drummer for Rush. Geddy Lee was the frontman. And from Geddy Lee's last birthday to this death is his 163rd day of his age, which is the 38th prime number. 163, the 38th prime. Like Santa Monica's 38, like Drummer's 38, like Death is 38. Again, like the movie poster, Murder by Numbers, which clues you in on 3 and 8, and murder. Only 2 letters change to numbers. E to 3, B to 8, 3, 8. Murder 38, also 83, like the song Murder by Numbers. Again, you got to look up the lyrics to the song Murder by Numbers by the Police. Killing the sport of the elite is simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. Killing, death, RIP, all 38. So is gematria, so is English, so is Kabbalah, so is Jew. Again, gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. It comes from Kabbalah. Slipknot, the band, has the song Gematria, the killing name. The first member of that band to die died at age 38. Again and again, very repetitive. Very repetitive. So many musicians have died by these same combination of numbers, from Prince to Tupac and beyond. Jani Lane, Sweet Cherry Pie, dead August 11th, 11/8, in room 118. And when he died, likely from poisoning, he was 47 years old, what we often call the rock number. And he died 86 days after the release of his band's last album, Blood Sacrifice 86. Blood Sacrifice is also 67, like the age Neil Peart's died at, 67, 86. These are other numbers that show up often. Another number that shows up all the time, 46. Genesis 46 begins with a sacrifice. Neil Peart 46, sacrifice 46. And he's dead 46 years from the release of their first album, self-titled Rush, March 1st, 1974. 74, special number, killing 74. Brain cancer, 74. Masonic, occult, 74. Anyhow, if you think this stuff's a coincidence, you're fooling yourself. It's the same repetitive numbers in the deaths of entertainers, week after week, month after month, year after year. Thousands of blog posts to prove it. A book with a chapter called Murder by Numbers. That chapter alone is a book within a book, over 150 pages long, showing just how many people died by these very same repetitive numbers. You read that chapter, you'll be like, wow, this really does happen a lot. And since I released that book 2 years ago, many more deaths on this blog, just like Neil Peart's. Again, you don't have to wait long for the next example. So, for all the people, again, who come along and leave comments like this right here, understand, you are an ignorant person. You speak from your ass, such as this guy right here who wrote in response to my Neil Peart video I put out earlier, "You're a damn wacko with your conspiracy theories." Guarantee that statement's made without doing any research on the subject. The man died of brain cancer and it's a goddamn shame. Again, he reads, he sees what's in the news, he watches what's in the news, and he automatically believes it without any questioning. Let it be, man. Don't go reading into shit and looking for stuff that ain't there. And again, no one's doing that. I am showing just how repetitive things are. I am demonstrating that I know what I'm speaking about with evidence. Again, it's the same numbers with the same meanings that have been explained now for years. Just because you're new here and you never heard about this doesn't mean that your opinions based in nothing have any worth. And then always, these same programmed morons always write the same things. You're disrespecting his memory by doing this. No. I'm showing what's going on within an industry. You know, like how Bob Dylan on 60 Minutes said he sold his soul to get his fame. Same is true for many of these entertainers. And for selling their soul, this ultimately is the price. Their ritualistic demise. All right, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Till next time.